Hello, class. So, we had been studying about acid, base, and salt. Yes. So, do you remember, kids, that last time we studied about base and indicator, natural indicator, okay? And we also had gone through neutralization reaction. Today we will see some uses of it, okay? So last time we studied about acid base. You know that acid is sour in taste. It produces hydrogen ion that it turns blue litmus to red, and its pH is less than 7. But if I talk about base, then base are bitter in taste. They produce OH minus ion, and their pH is more than 7. And bases are soapy to touch. Bases are soapy to touch. Okay. So as you can see on the screen, I have written the name of some bases: sodium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, aluminium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide. All these are base. Yes. Sodium hydroxide is found in soap and drain cleaner. Magnesium hydroxide is found in antacid. Aluminium hydroxide is found in antacid and deodorant. Calcium hydroxide is found in lime water. Ammonium hydroxide is found in window cleaner. Magnesium hydroxide is found in milk of magnesia, and ammonium hydroxide also found in ammonia. All these we had gone through last time. Yes. You know that there are some acid are weak and some acid are strong. In the same way, there are some base are strong and some base are weak. Okay. Let's see which base are weak and which base are strong. Okay. But before it, if you have not written all this topic, please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. If you have not attended previous class, then you can write now. I am giving you 10 seconds. Your time start now. So kids, I hope that you understood sodium oxide is used in soap and drain cleaner. Magnesium hydroxide is used in antacid. Aluminium hydroxide is used in antacid deodorant. Calcium hydroxide is used in lime water. Ammonium hydroxide is used in ammonia and window cleaner, and magnesium hydroxide is used in milk of magnesia. Now let's go on the next point. Okay, now let's talk about base. So you already know bases are soapy to touch. The turns red to blue. Yes, their pH is more than 7. You know all these things about base. Some base are weak, some base are very strong. So which are the weak base? As you can see, potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, ammonia. Yes, potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, ammonia. They are weak base. Means, but strong base. If I talk about strong base, sodium hydroxide, sodium phosphate, barium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, all these are strong base. Okay. I hope that you understood which are weak base and which are strong base. Which are weak base? Potassium carbonate, sodium carbonate, ammonia. Which are strong base? Sodium hydroxide, barium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, hydroxide, and hydroxide. Now let's go on the next one. Okay, it's time to study about indicator. So what is the meaning of indicator? Yes, last time I explained about indicator. Do you remember? Think, think, think and tell me. Think, think, think and tell me, what do you mean by indicator? What do you mean by indicator? Yes. So indicator are those substances which are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic in nature. So indicator are used to find if the substance is acidic in nature or basic in nature. So indicator may be man-made or natural. Okay, but in your book only given about natural indicator, so we will study about natural indicator. Okay, in higher classes you will study about man-made indicator. So which is the natural indicator? Litmus. Yes, litmus is natural indicator. So how do we get from? We get it from lichen plant. Yes, there is a plant which name is lichen, from we get litmus indicator. So the most commonly used indicator is litmus. It is extracted from lichen. Extracted means taken out. Okay, it is extracted from lichen. It has mauve color in distilled water. Yes. What is the color of litmus indicator? Purple color, mauve. Yes. When you dissolve in distilled water, if you dissolve in distilled water, the color of litmus change into purple. What happens when we add it to acidic solution? What happens when we add to acidic solution? It turns red. Yes, it turns red. But what happens when we add it to basic solution? It turns blue. It turns blue. It will be in the form of solution or in the form of strip of paper known as litmus paper. Yes, litmus is actually found either in the form of solution or in the form of strip of paper. Yes, litmus is found either in the form of solution or in the form of strip of paper known as litmus paper. Generally, litmus paper is available in red and blue color. Generally, litmus paper is available in red and blue color. Suppose you are doing test of acidic solution, then you will use red litmus paper which will turn blue. If you are doing basic test with basic solution, then you will use blue litmus paper which will turn into red. Yes, that means litmus turned red into blue when we are doing acidic test, when we are doing test with acid. But if we are doing test with base, then what will happen? The blue color will turn to red, okay, which is showing the representation of base. Okay, now let's see some more example of natural indicator. Okay, let's move on the next point. So kids, you know that there are different type of indicator, man-made indicator and artificial indicator. So as you can see on the screen, different kind of indicator. Litmus. First indicator is litmus. Litmus may be found in litmus paper or litmus solution. We get it from lichen. You already know, I already explained about litmus. Yes. Next is turmeric. Yes, turmeric. We go turmeric. That one. You know, with turmeric we use vegetable. Yes. China rose. Yes, China rose. Can you see the picture of China rose? Looking like rose, but it is not actual real rose. It is made in China. Yes. Phenolphthalein. Yes. Phenolphthalein, China rose, turmeric, litmus, all these are example of indicator. Okay. So now I have explained about base and I have given example of base. Yes, I have given example of base and indicator example I have given. Now once again we will see the example of acid. Once again we will see the example of acid. Okay. Then we will study our new topic. Okay. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, so you can see the name of acid and they're found in different substance, different solution. First acid is acetic acid. Yes, vinegar, sirka. The chemical formula of acetic acid is CH3COOH. Okay, so first is acetic acid. Acetic acid is found in vinegar. Yes. So kids, next is ant sting. Yes. You know when ant bite, when an ant bite, it releases acid. Yes. When an ant bite, it releases an acid, which name is formic acid. Yes. So formic acid is found in ant sting. Citric acid. Yes. Citric acid is found in citrus fruit such as orange, lemon. Yes. Lactic acid is found in curd. Yes, lactic acid is found in curd. Do you remember? I already explained all these. Oxalic acid we found in spinach. Yes, oxalic acid is present in spinach. Oxalic acid is present in spinach. Oxalic acid is found in spinach. Ascorbic acid. Yes, ascorbic acid is found in amla, tomato. Okay. Tartaric acid. Yes. Tartaric acid is present in tamarind. Yes, kids. Remember, tartaric acid is found in tamarind and grapes and unripe mangoes. Yes, do you like mangoes? I don't like mangoes. So I hope you understood. Acetic acid found in vinegar, formic acid in ant sting, citric acid in citrus fruits such as orange, lemon, lactic acid in curd, oxalic acid in spinach, ascorbic acid, amla, citrus fruit, tartaric acid, tamarind, grapes and ripe mangoes. Now let's go on the next point. Okay, now it's time to study about base. So you can see again some example I have written because I want that you learn. These are important. All these four are important. Okay, these four example written, I have written only these four example I have again written because all these four are important. So you can see calcium hydroxide is found in lime water, ammonium hydroxide is found in window cleaner and also in ammonia, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide is found in soap, magnesium hydroxide is found in milk of magnesia. These four are important. Okay, important I have shown. Okay, so calcium hydroxide found in lime water. Okay, ammonium hydroxide is found in window cleaner. To clean the window we use ammonium hydroxide. In lime water, to make lime water we use calcium hydroxide. To make soap we use sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Yes, they are base. And to make milk of magnesia we use magnesium hydroxide. Okay, so all these are important. Okay, now I will show you the picture of litmus paper. Okay, now I will show you the picture of litmus paper. You already know about litmus. Yes, natural indicator. Litmus is a natural indicator, yes, which is used to test whether an object is acidic or basic in nature. And you know the most commonly used indicator is litmus. It is extracted from lichen. Yes, the most commonly used indicator is litmus. It is extracted from lichen. It has purple color in distilled water. When added to an acidic solution, it turns red, and when added to basic solution, it turns blue. It will be in the form of solution or in the form of strip of paper known as litmus paper, generally available as red and blue litmus paper. Yes. Now let's see the picture. Let's move on the next part. So kids, you can see the picture of litmus paper. Yes, you no need to draw the picture. You no need to draw. Don't draw the picture of litmus paper, okay? So you can see the red and blue litmus paper. Yes. Can you see? So you know that red litmus turns to blue and blue litmus turns to red. Yes, red litmus turns to blue and blue litmus turns to red. So if it is turning from blue to red, it means you are adding acid. If it is turning from red to blue, it means you are adding base. Yes. So this is the picture. I hope that you understood about natural indicator are used to test whether a substance is acidic or basic in nature. Now we will start neutralization. Okay, let's move on the next part. Okay, now our final topic is neutralization. We will see some uses also. Okay, so what is the meaning of neutralization? What do you mean by neutralization? Such a reaction in which acid react with base to form a neutral substance to make salt and water, you can say. Such a reaction in which acid and base react with each other to form salt and water. Yes, such a reaction in which acid and base react with each other to form salt and water is known as neutralization reaction. Yes, it is known as neutralization reaction. So when an acidic solution is mixed with a basic solution, when an acidic solution is mixed with basic solution, then what happens? What happens when you mix acid and base? When you mix acid and base, then the solution will neutralize. Yes, both solution, acidic solution and basic solution, will neutralize the effect of each other. They will become neutral both. So we can say neutral solution will form, neutral substance will form. The reaction between an acid and base is known as neutralization reaction. Salt and water are produced in the process with evolution of heat. Yes. So what happens during neutralization reaction? During neutralization reaction, salt and water is formed. During neutralization reaction, salt and water is formed. When acid and base mix together, then salt and water is formed and heat is evolved. Yes. Heat also starts evolving. Heat also starts evolving when acid reacts with base. Let's take a simple example. Suppose you have acid hydrochloric acid, you have base sodium hydroxide. When you will add both, when you will add hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide, what will happen? Sodium chloride will form. Sodium chloride is mean salt, NaCl. Chemical formula is NaCl plus water, H2O. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. So kids, what is neutralization reaction? Such a reaction in which acid and base react with each other. Acid and base react with each other. Then what happens? A neutral solution form. Yes. So what is neutral solution? Let's study about neutral solution. The solution which do not change the color of either red litmus or blue litmus are known as neutral solution. Yes, kids. What is neutral solution? If you are doing test with red litmus paper or blue litmus paper, if you do the test with red litmus paper or blue litmus paper, what will happen? The color will not change. Yes, the color of litmus paper will not change. It will remain same because the solution is neutral. Sodium chloride is a neutral with water. These substances are neither acidic or nor basic. Yes. So remember kids, what happens after neutralization reaction? What happens after neutralization reaction? After neutralization reaction, neutral solution is formed. After neutralization reaction, neutral solution is formed. And kids, neutral solution is neither acidic nor basic in nature, because if it is acidic, then blue litmus will turn red. If it is basic, then red litmus will turn to blue. But it is neither acidic nor basic, so the litmus paper color will not change. Now, let's see the uses of neutralization reaction. Let's go on the first use. Okay, it's first use ant white. Yes. So, kids, that acidic solution are acid in sour in nature, basic solution are actually bitter in taste. So, but by neutralization reaction they will become neutral. In when ant bite, when an ant sting, then ant release an acid. Which acid is released by ant? Yes, formic acid. Ant release formic acid. Yes, ant releases formic acid when an ant bites. Then what happens? When an ant bites, it injects the acid, and when an ant bites, it injects the acidic liquid which is known as formic acid into the skin. So due to this acid, we feel rushes, red may be possible so on the skin. So to neutralize the effect of acid, we need to use base, because when base react with acid, that time neutral solution will form. So the effect of acid can be neutralized. The effect of acid can be neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda. Yes. So we will use base. Which base? We will use baking soda. Baking soda is a base that we will use. So baking soda is also known as sodium hydrogen carbonate. Yes, NaHCO3. Okay. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is a baking soda, or you can say calamine solution we will use, which contains zinc carbonate, calamine solution. So we will use sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is actually a baking soda, or we can use calamine solution, which is a contains zinc carbonate. So because of bite of sting of ant releases formic acid, which can easily neutralize by baking soda or calamine solution. Okay, now let's see the next use. Let's move on the next point. Okay, let's see the next uses of neutral solution, which forms by neutralization reaction. Soil treatment, yes. Neutralization reaction actually used also for soil treatment. Kids, farmer use fertilizer, different chemical for the growth of crops and plants. So excessive use of chemical fertilizer make the soil either too acidic, yes, because fertilizer contains many acid, so the soil becomes so acidic. So that's why if you will grow again and again the plants on the same land, they will not grow well. Plants do not grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. Yes. Plants do not grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. When the soil is too acidic, it treated with base like quicklime. Yes, calcium hydroxide. Kids, when the soil is too acidic, that time we use calcium hydroxide, means quicklime. If the soil is basic, that time organic matter is added to it. If the soil is basic, then organic matter is added to it. And if the soil is acidic, then calcium hydroxide is used, which is actually a base. If the soil is basic, organic matter is added to it. Organic matter release acid which neutralize basic nature of the soil, Okay, please write down. I'm giving you 10 seconds. I hope that kids, you understood soil treatment, excessive use of chemical. When we use too much fertilizer, then soil become acidic. That's why we need to add base, which is quicklime, which in the chemical formula is calcium hydroxide. If it is basic, if the soil is basic, that time we use organic matter. Organic matter is added to it. Organic matter release acid which neutralize basic nature of the soil. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, let's see the last use, factory waste. The waste of many factory contains acid, yes, because there are many chemical factory, so the acid is released from the factories, which is mixed with waste. So waste has many acid, yes. The waste of many factory contains acid. If they are allowed to flow in water body, then what will happen? If you flow directly without doing treatment, then what will happen? Yes, they will kill the fish and organisms. They will do water pollution. Yes, they will do water pollution. The acid will kill the fish and other organisms, the factory waste. That's why we need to neutralize them. So we need to add basic substance. The factory waste are therefore neutralized by adding basic substances, so they will not affect on fish and other organisms of the water. Yes, I hope you understood. Please write down. I am giving you 10 seconds. Okay, so I hope you understood factory waste. The waste of many factories contains acids If they are allowed to flow into the water body, the acid will kill fish and other organisms. The factory waste are therefore neutralized by basic substances. Now it's time to ask question from you. Let's move on the last point. Okay, today is only one question for you, and it is long question, not short. Explain neutralization reaction with uses. Neutralization reaction with uses. So what is neutralization reaction? Such a reaction in which acid react with base to form salt and water is known as neutralization reaction. When an acidic solution is mixed with a basic solution, both the solution neutralize the effect of each other. The reaction between an acid and base is known as neutralization. An example, you know that when hydrochloric acid react with sodium hydroxide, then salt and water is formed. Okay. If we see some uses, then you know there are many uses. First is ant bite. Yes, first is ant bite. So when an ant bite, it injects the acidic liquid, which is actually formic liquid, into the skin. The effect of acid can be neutralized by rubbing moist baking soda, which is actually a sodium hydrogen carbonate, or calamine solution which contains zinc carbonate. Second is soil treatment. Excessive use of chemical fertilizer makes the soil is either too acidic, or plants do not grow well when the soil is either too acidic or too basic. When the soil is too acidic, it treated with a base like quicklime, which is actually a calcium hydroxide. If the soil is basic, organic matter is added to it. Organic matter release acids which neutralize basic nature of the soil. Okay. And factory waste, if we talk about factory waste, the waste of many factories contain acid. If they are allowed to flow into the water bodies, the acid will kill fish and other organisms. The factory waste are therefore neutralized by adding basic substances. Okay. There is one more usage I did not explain, sorry to all of you, but now I am explaining, which is indigestion. Yes, you know, sometime it happens we face the problem of acidity. Yes, sometime it happens because you know, kids, I already explained in previous class that our stomach contains an acid. Which acid is present in our stomach? Which acid is present in our stomach? Yes, our stomach contains hydrochloric acid. What is the use of hydrochloric acid? It helps to digest the food. Yes, hydrochloric acid digests the food, and it also kills the bacteria which comes along with the food. But suppose you are eating so much acidity things, like if you are drinking too much cold drink, if you are drinking too much tea, yes, 2 cup tea, yes. If you are eating so much acidic things which contains acid, then you may suffer from stomach ache, stomach pain. So our stomach contains hydrochloric acid and it helps to digest food. But too much of acid in the stomach causes indigestion. Yes, too much acid causes indigestion. Sometimes hydrochloric acid is very dangerous. It may cause indigestion for you. Then you start vomiting. To relieve indigestion, we take antacids such as milk of magnesia. So, to relieve indigestion, yes, to destroy it, to neutralize it, we use milk of magnesia, magnesium hydroxide, I think. So, milk of magnesia contains a base. Yes. So, when milk of magnesia react with hydrochloric acid, it neutralizes the effect. So, which contains magnesium hydroxide. So, it neutralizes the effect of excessive acid. Okay. So, our stomach contains hydrochloric acid. It helps us to digest food. But too much of acid in the stomach causes indigestion. To relieve indigestion, we take antacids such as milk of magnesia, which contains magnesium hydroxide. It neutralizes the effect of excessive acid. I hope you understood. Now the chapter is over. Now we will meet in next chapter. Till then, bye bye.